Hey hippies, welcome back. It's Courtney Shavante and I'm back with another awesome tutorial for you guys. This one's going to be for a cute little baby star trinket tray. It's so cute and tiny. I'm so obsessed. If you're interested in learning how to make this, make sure you stay tuned. Also hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss anything that I put out for you guys moving forward. Let's get started. Alright hippies, so to start out we're going to make this really simple. I'm just using some silver hollow glitter and I'm going to mix that right in with my resin. I'm going to pour that resin into the rim, and then from there I'm just going to make sure that I have it nice and level and everything. I have it filled up because I want the base to kind of be at the baseline, so I'm trying to fill this rim to capacity. Alright, and once you finish doing that, you're just going to want to manipulate it a bit to make sure you get the bubbles out, spray that alcohol, and let that sit and cure. Alright, after that's had a chance to cure, you're going to go ahead and prep a little bit more resin. Then from there you can just kind of put that to the side. First, what we're going to do is we're going to brush on this Aurora powder using a regular paintbrush. I'm using like just a little fluffy one. And I'm just going to make sure I have a nice even layer of this Aurora powder onto the base of this little mold and everything, which is going to end up being like the base of my tray, of course. So I'm just kind of going through making sure that I don't miss any spots because I don't want to leave any blank spacing or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of close that up and move this stuff off to the side and just kind of get it out my way. Now we're going to go ahead and kind of clean up any excess. So around that rim you might have had some dust off from that Aurora powder. You can use a Q-tip to kind of clean that up with some alcohol if necessary. Now from here I'm going to be adding a little bit of this blue mica powder into my resin. I'm going to mix it up really well, make sure I get all the lumps and bumps out. After that I'm going to just go ahead and add in a couple drops of this black alcohol ink. I'm using this black alcohol ink so I can make sure it's a nice opaque color. This is going to help deepen this blue color and make sure you can't see through. So I end up doing just 2 tiny little drops of that and getting that mixed in very nicely, and it worked out perfectly. I got the color and the hue that I needed. Now I'm just adding a little scoop of glitter, about half to a whole scoop. You don't need a whole lot because it's just going to act like the little starry background. Drop that on into the mold once you get it mixed in. Go ahead and fill that on up to capacity. Make sure it's not overflowing. Spray any alcohol if necessary if you got to pop any bubbles, hippies, and then we're just going to allow that to cure. Alright, now that everything is nice and hard, we should be ready to go ahead and wiggle this right from your mold. You want to pull at the edges and then that should pull free for you very easily. And this is what we got here on this step. I'm going to flip it over and just take off any little excess pieces around that edge and pop them right on off. Now it's ready for us to go ahead and finish this off with the last layer. Now don't mind the little project I have off to the side. That's going to be a whole nother video, but what I did was I went ahead and prepped some resin, and then I'm just going to add a bit to the surface. It doesn't have to be completely filled, but I'm trying to leave a nice little even layer and everything, because what we're going to do now is go ahead and place the foils. Now the foils, you want to go ahead and push those down. You want the resin to start overflowing on the sides and kind of coming over to cover the foil as you're pressing this down into place. So just kind of keep that in mind with how you're doing everything. From here I'm just going to be adding some of this holographic star glitter, just to add like a little bit more dimension and bring some more things to this top surface and everything, just to make it prettier and give it a little bit more pizzazz. It was getting annoying trying to move all these one by one, so I just kind of scraped it in there and made it do what it do. But yeah, I'm just going to add in a bit more resin and everything just to make sure that everything's nice and covered. We have everything submerged in resin because you want this to be a nice even layer. That's very important since this is going to be our top doming layer, and it's also going to create a nice shiny look and just get everything sealed for us. So, you know, be mindful, make sure it's hitting all the edges, get into each crack of that little star. Then you're going to spray your alcohol if necessary and let that cure. Ta-da! Alright hippies, this is our final little piece right here, and she is so cute. Like, I am so obsessed with this adorable little mini star tray. Like, it's so cute. I love how this little aurora powder gives it that little color shift and everything. I love how the glitter in the background really gives it that whole galaxy universe look and everything. It's just so dope. I also love how the holographic glitter in the rim really complements this holographic silver the foils that I used. This is how the back looks. It's still blue and everything, so you can see the true color of that blue that we made. That's how it looks along the edge. You can see the layers like really defined and everything, so that's pretty dope too. I love how the glitter mix just like really looks behind there. Make sure you check my Etsy shop out if you're interested. Thank you guys so much again for joining and supporting me for another tutorial, hippies. I appreciate it so much, and until next time, XO. Mwah. Bye now.